story about my dad, like father, like son. He was a comedian like me, and he took my brother and I to a baseball game back in the 1960s. I think about 1966, Cleveland Indians Stadium, and it was ball day, and all the kids 12 and under got free baseballs. So my brother and I, my brother's a year younger than me, we got a free baseball, and after the game we decided to get them autographed by the players. So we went out behind Gate D, and there was about 60,000 fans at the game, so there was a lot of kids that also wanted to get the autographs. So we were out there, and there was mobs of the players come out in their regular street clothes. They're not in their uniforms, so you have to know who they are. There was like Sam McDowell, Louis Tia, Vic Davalillo, Max Alvis, Rocky Calavito, to name a few. And they were scattered about throughout the parking lot, and there was mobs of kids surrounding them, holding up their baseballs. And so we were, my brother and my dad and I were standing a short distance from Rocky Calavito. And Rocky Calavito says, "Get in a straight line or I'm not signing anything." So all the kids got in a straight line, and so the other ball players said, "Well, that's a good idea." So they all started saying, "Get in a straight line or I'm not signing anything." So all of a sudden there was all these lines in front of all the ball players. And so I told my brother, I said, "Let's get in the shortest lines and we'll get more autographs that way." Well, my brother turned to my dad and he said, "Well, first, Dad, would you sign my baseball?" And my dad says, "Get in a straight line or I'm not signing anything." So all of a sudden there was a big line of kids in front of my dad. So my dad started signing Frank Maverick on the baseballs. And he signed about 5 of them. And the 5th kid looked at it and he says, "Who are you?" And my dad says, "Frank Maverick." The kid says, "He ain't no ball player." And the line disappeared. The line disappeared. So I told that story many times over the last 40 years, actually the last 50 years. And 10 years ago, about 2006, my mother-in-law passed away, and we got some furniture from her house, and we were going to move it to my house. And a buddy of mine from work, Mark, helped me move it in his I tried to give him some money for helping me move, and he wouldn't take it. And I said, "Mark," I said, "I'm going to take you to a ball game." So he said, "Okay." So on Father's Day that year, my dad and my Mark and my daughter and her friend and I went to the baseball game. And during the game there was a rain delay, and we went under the stands to get out of the rain. And I told Mark this story about my dad, and Mark said, "You're kidding me." He said, he looked at my dad, he said, "You did that?" My dad said, "Yes, I did." Mark says, "I'm one of the ones he signed the baseballs." And he says, "I always wondered who that was to sign the baseball." He says, I was standing in line in another line, and he says, my dad says, "Get in a straight line." He said to his dad, "Who is that?" And his father said, "I don't know, but there's no line, and he's signing baseballs, go get in line." So he said he was the 4th kid to get in line, and he heard the kid after him say that he's no ball player. So that's a true story, and I thought it was kind of funny, and I'd share it with you, and I hope you share it with other people. Thank you.